on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. First play from scrimmage, Newton going to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. The Patriots at 5-9 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Newton on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Newton. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Newton on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cortland Sutton, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now they go play action now. Burrow steps away. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Tolbert, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, this is Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Newton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home. After the sack on first down, Newton, throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Newton now to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
From the 16, Newton. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Back to throw, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
I'm fine, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. And let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Newton. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Throwing is Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the first down sack. Newton.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Newton on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
The Folks kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Jones on the return.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Volk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Here we go, here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
11.
And Burrow going to throw again. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Now Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Burrow will throw. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the team.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. McPherson now for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 24-17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown.
Down the numbers. There he goes. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To try again after the sack.
Burrow, he will find his man Chase complete.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Burrow. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing. because he just about threw that one into the first run.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
11 MPs, hey! 11 MPs. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Newton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Newton now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game.
Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
After the sack on first down, Newton. That swung out wide to Harris. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a third and about 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Newton. That's caught by Myers. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cam to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Throwing is Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete on the deep ball. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Newton's throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Now it's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well in the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Pats, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they will get a home